Howdy everybody, Chris here. Today we'll be painting a bumper end cap and I'm going to walk you through that entire process. We'll be using the Sagola base coat gun, which I haven't used yet, and the new Sagola Hex clear coat gun. This gun is fantastic. We did a video on it last week and I'm really dying to use it again. We got a small little project here where we're painting this end cap. This is for a Hyundai Palisade. It is going tri-stage white, so we'll be putting a base color on, which is just a white. And then we'll apply the mid coat over top of that, 1 to 2 coats, and then we'll apply the clear coat. Now Darius went ahead and prepped this out for paint. This is a aftermarket part, but it was not pre-primed. So Darius went ahead and he used some scuff paste and some water to scuff this up. Then he went around all the edges and hand sanded it all with 600 grit sandpaper. So he already washed this with isopropyl alcohol. What we need to do now is just to tack rag it off. So we've got a tack cloth here. This is just a sticky cloth and you can see there's a little bit of dust on this. So we're just gonna wipe this down, remove that dust. We will be applying some adhesion promoter over this before we seal it. So this is the adhesion promoter we're using. I picked this up off Amazon. It's also a flex agent. So any adhesion promoter you use is also a flex agent, which is great for these plastic bumpers. So I just put a little of that in this Porifus minigun. We'll spray over that. We'll let that sit for a few minutes and then we'll apply our sealer. I always use sealer when I'm painting plastic parts. It protects the paint a little bit better against stone chips, that type of thing, and it promotes adhesion. So you always want to use a sealer over a plastic part. All right, so we just got this little mini gun. I love this little mini gun. It's got a really wide fan pattern. Let's see if it's opened up all the way. Yeah. Nice wide fan pattern. All right, let's let this set up. We'll add some sealer. Now we'll be using the Sagola disposable cup system and we'll be using U-Pole 2253V. And the V is important because the V means that we can use this as a sealer. So if you mix it up 4 to 1 to 2, 4 parts primer, 1 part activator, and then 2 parts urethane reducer, then you can use this as a sealer. So we find our 4 to 1 to 1 mixing ratio. We put our 1 part of primer in. We're going to go to the 1 column. We'll add our activator. It's kind of gets a little bit hard here to read. And then we've got our urethane reducer here. And all the materials and products I use in this video, I'll leave a link in the description. We'll make sure it's really stirred up well so it's all a consistent viscosity. We'll be using the R500 to spray our sealer today. We'll lock our lid on, make sure it's sealed tight, lock on our collar. So this is the gun we'll be using today. This is the R500. I picked this up on Amazon. I think I got this for about $54. I think it runs about anywhere from $50 to $65, and this comes with 4 needle sets, tips and needle sets. So I've got the 1.3 in here right now. I think it comes with like a 1.5, a 1.7, and a 2.0. Also comes with the PPS adapter, the regulator, the air filter here, and this is just a fantastic little gun. And I'll use this for base and clear coat at times, but I really wanted to test out the Sagola base gun and clear gun again. I'm gonna set it down to 20 PSI on the air pressure. We're gonna go 2.5 turns out from closed on the fluid volume. And then I got the fan pattern wide open. All right, about there, let's see how that works. Burning very nice. All right, we'll let that flash off for a bit, and then we'll come back and put our first coat of base on it. Okay, so we put 2 coats of sealer on it, and this is what you want. You want it to be nice and smooth, okay? There might be a little trash in this, but we're gonna put our base coat on now, our first coat of base, and then if we do see any trash, we'll lightly sand that out before we clear or before we put our mid-coat pearl on. So grab the Sagola base gun, which is right here. This gun is designed for base coat. A little over 2 bars, fan's wide open. We'll give that about 15 minutes and we'll apply a second coat. Okay, if you pay attention to anything, this little tip is going to be worth the price of admission. This can really help you get a clean paint job. So we've put our sealer on, we put our base on. This is just after the first coat of base. So before we put our second coat on, we're going to look for any imperfections in this paint, any particles of dust or anything that might show up in our finished product. And if we see something, we're going to take this little foam pad here, and I've got a piece of 600 grit sandpaper. This is made by Sunmite. It's a flexible paper and it sands really easy. But what we're going to do is look for any dirt nibs. And if we see them, we're going to sand them out right now. Because, and you don't want to do this right after sealer, because first of all, you can't see them as well. And secondly, they don't sand as well. And you gotta wait until your base coat is dried pretty good. There's a little spot here, and I'm just dragging over it. I see a little spot here. Mainly, most of the particles of dust and the trash you get is gonna be from sealer. So there's one right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's right there. We're just going to sand this till it's smooth. We're going to put some more base on this. And I'm not really pressing really hard because we don't want to gouge the paint. But you can see how it's kind of gray. That's because it was in the sealer. And this little trick here is going to really help you get a much cleaner paint job. I think we're good. We're going to just run a tack cloth over this. Just wipe it down. Put another coat of base on it. We let this flash off for a little bit, and now we're going to go ahead and hit it, same base gun with the mid-coat pearl, same settings even. That's it. All right, let's mix up our clear coat. We're going to use the FC710, which is a spot panel clear coat, so it dries pretty quick. It's kind of like a speed clear. We're going to see how well this does with the Sagola Hex. Because it's a 1.2 tip on that Hex gun, I think it's going to atomize this clear a little bit better than the 1.3. This mixes up 4-to-1. We're not going to need a lot of clear. We'll use our slow activator. We'll do 2 coats of clear. We'll do 1 coat. We'll let it set for about 5 to 7 minutes. You don't have to let the speed clear set as long and flash off as long. And then we'll apply our 2nd coat. Hex clear gun has a tip that has a kind of like a star. It's called the Hex tip. And that is a pre-atomization of the clear coat. So it atomizes it first at the tip, and then it lets the air cap does the rest of the atomization. It's going to be at about 20 psi. All right, let that flash off, 1 coat. We got a little something in the clear there. We'll have to denib that. Ooh, buddy. That looks good. But this is the finish. 4600 clear coat gun is fantastic. I'm loving it. I'm going to be using that gun for overall paint jobs, for overall clear coat. And I'll be using the Sagola base coat gun to spray the shop truck for the base, and then I'll do the Sagola clear coat gun for the clear. And I'm excited to do that. We're going to be digging into that shop truck here soon. Do rust repair, do a full paint job on it. So stay tuned to check that out. Now, if you're looking for a digital guide to help walk you through the painting process, if you want to learn more about types of primer and how to use those, I have digital guides available at garagenoisegear.com that'll walk you through the entire process step by step. Be sure to check those out. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, and we'll see you on the next episode of Garage Noise.